Welcome, welcome, my Pisces friends, for this full moon in Pisces. Yes, y'all know I'm a Pisces. If you don't, you know now. But I've just been, really. I wanted to make this happen yesterday, but some major shifts came my way. So, I wanted to be relaxed to do all this. And anyway, I'll talk about it on another what happened yesterday about my tiki hut. I won't do it right now, but keep praying for me is all I'm going to say. But yes, this full moon in Pisces is, I don't know, I haven't done the monthly read um, for the Pisces people yet for September, but I'm looking forward to, I'm going to try to do that today too for the water signs, okay? And we're aware that Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, okay? And the trump card for Neptune is the hangman. Okay, and we know that's about, sacrificing and not sabotaging yourself. So we just want to, Pisces is really that last sign of the zodiac, and it's about the occult also, and psychic abilities, intuition, all that. So, that's why and the water signs is feminine receptive, okay? So, we take in a lot of emotions, the Pisces people do, but we're supposed to handle it, okay? And that's why the trump card is also that hangman, where, I bring up the hangman as is Odin from the runes, the Viking runes, which I brought my runes out because it's a full moon, and I really think my runes deliver a really good message for full moons. But uh, it's like we have to we have to in a way take it all in, okay? And the emotional receptive side, but it doesn't mean that because we are so psychic and we do work with the occult and we do work with metaphysics and esoteric wisdoms, um, we are the I don't want to use the word witches, but whatever word you want to use to define you yourself, Pisces. But just know, don't ever not believe your intuition, okay? Do not ever not believe it, because we are born to do it. So we are born to do it. And, some of us, because of how we were raised or whatever, don't believe in certain things. So, but, you're just born to do it. So go with the gut, go with your intuition, go with, try to work being more psychic. And how we do that is we go within, okay? You really have to. Again, I don't, you know, use the word meditate because people just, think about it in a negative way. But, you just got to be receptive, okay, Pisces, because that's what we're about, that feminine receptivity. Okay, my dear friends. So, yes, so the 12th house, psychic ability, the occult, hidden places, and the past. That's what Pisces are about, okay? So for the read today, I brought out the Tarot of the Mermaids, okay? My little Tarot of the Mermaids, Tarot de las Serenas in Spanish. And then I also brought out the Magical Mermaids. Okay, so it's a mermaid theme today. And I also brought out the Oracle of Mermaids via Lucy Cavendish. And then my runes. Okay, so I think I'm going to go because I know the Oracle of the Mermaids is a long read and my runes are sort of a long read. So I'm going to go with but we'll just go with the flow and see what happens. And that's another thing about the Pisces. We go with the flow, okay? And I think in lots of ways that's a smarter approach to life, because if we try to fight for everything, that can become frustrating also. I'm not saying not to fight when you know you're right, but I'm just saying, some people always want to put squares in round holes, and that doesn't work. So, it's just best for all of us to just go with the flow, go with the universal flow. And I believe that, things come out better in the long run for us. So, okay, well, let me just get comfy here and I'll pull some cards and let's see how the reading unfolds for my Pisces friends. Let's try to bring this down. I wanted to just intro here. Okay, this one just is sticking on out there. Okay, and get comfy, and that deep breathing is beneficial to all of us. Helps with the lowering the blood pressure, and it's just something positive to do for your body. And making sure your spine is, erect too is another positive approach to better health, good health. Okay, I'm picking 3 of El Tarot de las Serenas, Tarot of the Mermaids. And if you get a chance, please go out and look at Luna tonight, okay? If any of you have that opportunity, please do so. And for those of you who do, I'm sending you positive vibes for what you feel. Try to feel what Luna's saying to you tonight, okay? We've had some major storms, so I'm hoping that here in my area, I'll be able to witness her without clouds in the way. And I'll pull the rune at the end. So I'll pull the cards first, and then I'll pull the rune at the end, okay? All right. Okay, well, we've got 8 cards, and we'll make the rune 9. So, for the 9 card, for the 9 reading spread here. Okay, let us go for it. Ooh, how beautiful. The sun comes through right away. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. The power of the sun. Oh, this is about wonderful outcomes, just power, of course, but happiness, just alegría, how we say, just happy. Everything is in good terms, even relationships, family, everything is just gonna smell like roses. How cool. Major Arcana, the Sun card. And look how beautiful she's on her seahorse. She's got the sun in the back. I used to write on my cards back in the day, but wonderful. El Sol has arrived. That is just a good vibe. Oh, so cool, my friends. I mean, to open up a reading with this strength and power of beauty and grace, and I'm just like, you can see I'm feeling good about it. Feeling good about a read that opens up with the sun. Because no matter else, whatever card comes through, the sun overtakes it, okay? Even if we get some of the more, on the, not so happy side, the sun still protects us, okay? The sun's about protection too. So, oh, we got the Knight of Swords. Very nice. Okay, so we got some all male energy here going on. And this is, all about our mental thoughts and actions. And definitely very cool. Okay, so we want to be, if you got anything coming along here, really think it out. Always sleep on things that are important, especially, spending money or writing contracts or signing contracts. We always want to make sure that we sleep on those kind of scenarios, okay? But we have a knight, so we've got some young blood here, so we've got a lot of energy with this card too. So not only do we have the energy power of the sun, but whatever mentally we're going through or have to make a decision upon, it's within the grasp here. And I kind of like how they're facing each other here. See, it's like definitely, if you can get outdoors today, you know, go watch the sunset, and then maybe if you can, then look for Luna there too. That'll be a good combo. But definitely, the power of the sun is here, and whatever mentally is on your mind right now, eh, just I'm sure that positivity can only come from it. Okay, just think about it, and think about it righteous, and you just gotta try that. That's Neptune's spear, but I know this specific word. I want to say it's a triad, but I'm not positive. But anyway, we got a little Neptune action in the house, and that's who rules Pisces, the planet Neptune. Okay, and we got, of course, the dolphin. Oh my God, and you know how I love my dolphins. Actually, I'm wearing my dolphin right now for this Pisces reading, okay? So, and they're just about joy and intelligence, and they're telepathic. If you want to start working with telepathy, you call on the dolphin wisdom, okay? Nice, nice, nice. Oh boy. Knave of chalices. Wonderful. So we've got the cups here. Yes, we do. So we have our emotions on the table. So we already have, from the deck of the mermaids, we've got two court cards in the sun. Wow, you can't really go wrong with that at all. Beautiful. And just because I have, it's just a quick read, these little cards, I just got to bring out what they're saying about this little this little threesome here, because we've got the emotions on the table, the young emotions, the young uh, uh, water sign, and then the young mental activity, and the sun itself. Yowza. Okay, okay, and let's start with the sun. Okay, so it means harmony, harmony, uh, love, happiness, lightheartedness, health, creativity, achievement, sunny personality, human warmth, fame, glory. Okay, so wonderful. And you can see here with the knight looking that way, and she's also looking, that direction of the sun. I got to say, the sun is definitely speaking with this here. Definitely. Okay, so for the cups, which we have the Knave of Cups, young collaborator, idealist, shy lover, lover of the arts. Okay, so lover of the arts we have here, but again, um, she is, about that love factor, that emotions, that water. Okay, and then for the swords, we have the Knight of Swords, the young blood, savage force, unstoppable, loss of control, thoughtlessness. Okay, so you see, we got the all boy in the house with that. But that's what we were trying to say. Don't let your emotions get a little too, heavy that way. We really want to sleep on decisions, and don't make them so brash, unless you totally know you're in the right. Okay, uh, and it's good to be unstoppable, but you don't want to bring negativity into something that is going to be a life-changing event. Okay, you try not to. You just try to go with that flow. And then we have music for manifesting from the Magical Mermaids, and we have to manifest rapidly. Think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Well, that's kind of good. So we do have our thoughts to manifest something, and here it's saying rapidly is the word they use. So again, if you can for this full moon, get outside, and for those of you who play instruments, perhaps you can go and play your instrument, at least hum, sing, play some music, okay, whatever. And you see she's sitting on a crescent moon, but nonetheless she's near Luna, okay, she's on Luna. So definitely, if there's a day to go out and look at this full moon, I have to say it's tonight, 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 tonight. Ooh, treasure chest, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Boy, that's magnificent. And we see the sun is bringing in all this beauty with us. So definitely, definitely, if you can get out and say a prayer this evening, via the sun and of course Luna, and thank them in advance for my unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Say, just put your heart out there and say, I believe it. I believe in it. I believe the sun power is bringing us this treasure chest. Okay, wonderful, beautiful. Okay, I like that. Yes, we do, and we already have the manifesting card. Okay, so you gotta think good thoughts. Okay, think positive. Think positive. All right. The sun is here. I'm just like still Twitter pated that sun has come through. And oh, no doubt. Ooh, Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father related issues to heaven. Okay, so you pray about it, whether, it's a father that's passed, or maybe a father that's, going through some struggles right now, or just a father that's going to have a birthday party tomorrow, just bring him in. And you see, this is King Neptune himself right here. And I just noticed there's a globe here. I don't think all these years I've had this deck I've noticed that. He has like a crystal globe, and there's a mermaid in it. That's interesting. I've never noticed that till right now. It looks like it's a mermaid in there. But anyway, and what do you got with him? The sun. The sun is setting and Luna's up here. So make sure you try to get outdoors today, my friends. Even if it's just a sunset or to watch Luna. But you see, Father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father related issues to heaven. So you just pray to the stars, pray to Luna tonight and say, all my father related issues I send to heaven. And a healing heart. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work. Okay, and look at that. They've got two, discs on their heads representing the sun, is what I would say. That's a pretty card, too. The mama mermaid with her baby mermaid. Healing heart, my friends. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work, okay? Wonderful. Okay, well, wow. I'm digging the sun, and I'm for Luna too tonight. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to give. And isn't this wonderful that, the Pisces is the female receptivity. So this card has come through. So I feel that we're kind of on the mark there. And we have threes. Beautiful. That's about creativity. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to give. See, that's what going with the flow. Going with the flow, okay? Number 3. Oh boy, I love when I open it up to the page. Okay, message. Allow yourself to receive, exclamation mark. Allow yourself to give, exclamation mark. So who knows? See, manifesting, and then maybe we receive, huh? Ooh, beautiful. So, and give to heaven, father related issues to heaven. Wonderful. Okay, I'm liking this so far. In this lifetime, you may have learned in some ways that what is offered may have a hook, that there has been bait, and there have been consequences at times to going for what seems to be offered. There has been a trap to it. We mermaids know of this, for we have seen our companions, the beautiful sea creatures, caught on hooks, tempted by what looks like a treat, only to be hauled in and destroyed by the desire to have what they wished for. But there are offerings which are made with open hearts, open healing hearts. There are those who hold out their hands with a gift inside it, and all they wish for is the joy of coming into relationship with you, of making you happy, more satisfied, content, secure, and joyful. Not all gifts have strings attached, And in this instance, we mermaids, we beings of water, which is the most receptive of elements, are asking for you to open your heart and receive what is being offered. The gift that is before you, be it one of money, love, a gift, or service, is being offered, as it is simply a joy for the being who has offered this to you. In this way, your receptivity makes this a sacred act. There are times to tune into intuition and heed the warning. And there are times to move forward freely and learn how to receive. This is one of those times. We mermaids wish for you to have so much more, and at this time you are safe. You are safe accepting with an open, trusting heart what is being offered to you. It will be a most blessed exchange. No debt, no hook, no strings, only joyful acceptance of what is. After all, it is meant to be yours. How beautiful. And the divination. An offer of a free service could be yours. A gift of love, time, friendship, healing, or simply joyful inclusion in a group who is loving and warm and caring could soon be offered to you. Love and good fortune seem to be coming your way, and more easily than it may have ever come before. Woohoo! Let's hang up. Let's work with the treasure chest here, okay? Someone loves you deeply and wishes to offer you gifts of their love, or a relative has made a move to help you. At this time, the universe is coming to you with abundance. It is up to you now to open to receive. Receptivity is the quality of water. Be like the water now. Allow the good of the universe that the creator of the world is sending you to come to you now. Allow your cup to be filled again and for your pool to be full. You deserve this. You are free to receive, and there will be no hook. Wow, well, the universe started it all out. The sun star, our universe that gives us the light. This is really important, my friends. Okay, you know what? Let me call upon the rune, but just we have healing, two father healings, a healing heart, music for manifesting, to do the desires that you want. So I believe the mermaid said it best. They're here for us. A lot of love and beauty and warmth coming our way, even a treasure chest of abundance. This is a lovely card, or lovely amulet, this disc here, the rune. I want to say this is movement, but I won't say it right now because all I know is that as this rune is one where when you cut it down in half, it's the peace sign. So it's double peace. So this is again another beautiful rune that coincides with this reading. So Mannaz is the name, but you know what? This is the self. Okay, Mannaz, the self. It's beautiful. What a beautiful rune, because this is what it's been talking about, ourselves, that we deserve what we're going to receive. Ourselves are going to receive, and it's called the self. The starting point is the self. Its essence is water. I might start crying, people. Its essence is water. Only clarity, willingness to change is effective now. A correct relationship to yourself is primary, for from it flow all possible right relationships with others and with the divine. Remain modest. That is the oracle's counsel. Regardless of how great may be your merit, be yielding, devoted, and moderate, for then you have a true direction for your life. Be in the world, but not of it. And yet, do not be closed, narrow, or judging. Rather, remain receptive to impulses flowing from the divine, within and without. Strive to live the ordinary life in a non-ordinary way. Remember at all times what is coming to be and passing away, and focus on that which abides. Nothing less is called for from you now. This is a time of major growth and rectification, and as a rule, rectification must come before progress. The field is tilled before the seed is planted. The garden is weeded before the flower blooms, and the self must know stillness before it can discover its true song. Now is not a time to seek credit for accomplishments or to focus on results. Instead, be content to do your task for the task's sake. Herein lies the secret of experiencing a true present. If you take the rune of the self and cut it down the middle, you will see the rune for joy with its mirror image. There is here a subtle caution against carelessness. The self is required to balance the self. So the capital L self, which is what the spiritual warrior becomes, that self. That capital S is about us becoming spiritual warriors, where the little self is, our ego kind of thinking. So the capital self is required to balance the small s self. Nothing in excess was the second phrase written over the great gateway to the temple at Delphi. The first counsel was know thyself. Okay, know thyself. And I'm just going to read the joy rune because it's a beautiful message also in itself. And 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 I'm just feeling that we need to bring in this joy right now because that's what has been given to us. How beautiful. Let me see. Just okay. Here we go. 115. Joy. Wonderful. Joy. It's beautiful. I'm just like, yes. This is what a nice reading for this full moon in Pisces. It is about the joy and the love and the healing and everything like that. Joy, also known as light. The light. Okay? The light. This rune is a fruit-bearing branch. The term of travail is ended, and you have come to yourself in some regard. The shift that was due has occurred. Now you can freely receive Wunjo's blessing. The name of this rune is, or the joy rune. The joy rune. You see how cut down in the middle? It's this rune, Wunjo. Wunjo. Okay? Okay, this is an alchemical moment in which understanding is transmuted from knowledge. The knowledge itself was a necessary but not sufficient condition. Now you can rejoice, having been carried across the gap by the will of heaven. That's just Father healing from heaven. Send the issues to heaven. We've got the sun. Joyousness accompanies new energy, energy blocked before now. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters just as something lovely emerges from the depths. The soul is illuminated from within at the meeting place of heaven and earth, the meeting of the waters. Wow, that the rune came out with the element of water. And I've read these runes for many years, my friends. This tapping for this is just wonderful. But I always love to use my runes for full moons because they're always kind of right on, right on. Okay. Joyousness accompanies new energy. Energy black before now. Light pierces the clouds and touches the waters. Okay, there is new clarity which may call for you to renounce existing plans, ambitions, and goals. It is proper and timely for you to do so. For Wunjo is a rune of restoration of the self, the small self, the ego self, properly aligned with the capital S self, the spiritual warrior. Mwah. Beautiful, my dears. I mean, we couldn't have picked it out any better. And that combo to have that rune come through, Mannaz, and then it also turns into Wunjo, which is the only joy light in the rune book, because the runes are pretty tough, okay? This is not for the, weak-hearted. Okay. No, this is not a gentle esoteric wisdom, but this is teaches you how to come from how to become a spiritual warrior. That's what the runes are all about. Just like those Vikings, they were warrior type people. You know, those Norse, how they even traveled on their ships. They say all across the Atlantic, you know. They were in search for something and they had the strength within them. But they also worked with all the elements that obviously earth, air, fire, water. Uh, I loved how this closed for us. Just loved it. Just loved it. So again, the sun, get outdoors, please. Have that element, get that vitamin D on your face, okay? Talk to the sun. Look at that unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. The rune of joy with Mannaz and Wunjo, it's just so beautiful, okay? And the knave of chalice, the emotion side, we've got it all coming. The receptivity side, also all about the feminine wisdom, the feminine principle is the water sign. Okay, and we had the knight that also he came in, you know, to say stand strong, stand strong. Okay, and look at this. King Neptune himself came to say hello, okay? That things will be healed in heaven. And we all can manifest a healing heart when we think positive, okay? Think positive. You're a powerful healer. Keep up the great work and manifest rapidly. Think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Okay? So beautiful today. Just, and we'll end with the sun, with the glorious sun, giving the wisdom for this full moon in Pisces. Today, August 28th. Wonderful. Well, I hope you all do enjoy your beautiful moment today. Enjoy a beautiful evening. Be with a loved one if you can. If not, go into, you know, self, because we all got to go within. Whatever we do, it comes from within. But we know that, you know, we have the universe speaking to us today. And I find it all magically magnificent. I love you all. I love you. Have a great night. Ciao.